All right, y'all. So this is quick. Because apparently there's this energy around where um there's someone that's being blocked from you for a specific reason. The reason being is because they were sent to you. This person is around you because someone else sent them to you to distract you. Kind of like a golem. Reason why I say golem is because I'm looking at these oracle cards that came up. All these oracle cards right here, right here, right here. Okay, all of these. You got the expectation. She's looking a different direction. The cross, what's this that fell down? The coffin. Yeah. So there could be someone. This is what I mean about people touching and fucking with shit you got no business fucking with. No business fucking with it. Okay. Because this is Bridget energy, which is the wife of Gibby. Or Baron, actually. Excuse me. One of the two. One is above and below, as above, so below. That type of vibe. Now, let me see what was the number that came up as clay? Mud or clay 2916. 2916. Something about that compass, right? Okay. Here we go. 2916. Now, this came out at the time that these two came out in reverse. So this is what's being blocked from you. They can't touch you. They're not fucking with you, but they're doing. If you are a cross watcher, I'm gonna warn you for the beloved collective that you're fucking with. Cut the shit, because you're gonna end up fucking yourself. Okay, you're gonna end up fucking yourself up because you are sitting here throwing this energy towards an earth angel, someone who is divinely guided by the Most High, really tapped in and connected to Source. And you just got started on your journey, or you're moving like someone that just started on their journey. So you better be mindful what the fuck it is you're doing. Hmm? You being blessed today. Uh-huh. Look at that mask. Yeah, taking the mask off right now. I'm gonna take this mask off right now. So let's go. Uh-huh. They blocking a new relationship that's coming in. I feel like this is someone who read up on someone's destiny here. You could be a life path 4. A person could be a life path 4. You could be a life path 22 or vice versa, or 3 and 22, or 4 and 3, somewhere along those lines. Look at that. The storm is at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, whoever this is. You see this storm right here? You see the you got options. You got options. You can choose to tap into your own purpose and mind your business, or if you fuck around with somebody else's purpose, you won't have to deal with this storm that comes your way because you don't know what the hell the person had to embark on in order to actually get to where they are today. Direct definition of fuck around and find out. And that lady outside just said something about angel. What time is it? 9:37. Do I got 9:37 out here? I got number 9 out here, and it's the bouquet, but it's the card that's in reverse. 37, right there. This looks like somebody that want to fuck around and find out, huh? Hmm, okay. Let me put these cards back. Let's. As I'm taking these cards out, the mask fell out on its own. Can you endure this type of energy? Because this is gonna happen regardless. 4, 5, 6 on the timer as I looked at it. Yeah, look how this flipped out here. It's going to happen regardless, but can you endure this? What's this? Whew. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's Ashanti and Nelly. No matter what I do, no matter what you do, you're going to have to fuck with Anubis then. This is someone who has issues moving on in whatever format this is happening in. So I feel like this is a message for somebody that you 555. You may not even realize this shit is going on in your life. Listen to your soul up to this point. Some of you know when you got to click off, and some of you know when you should still be listening. And if you want to listen because you know yourself, do you. But if this is something that kind of makes you feel uncomfortable in a way you don't want to listen to it, click off. You're not ready for this message. Because we're stepping in basically to like the Book of Shadows type of thing. Know yourself. This year is a beautiful year, but it's also highly intense. It's a lot of divine justice flowing around here. You know what I mean? Abitub, 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 Abitub. Let me see what this is talking about metaphysically. Because this could be a part of your consciousness or your subconscious that you need to be aware of. You may not even have to do it to anybody. It speaks of metaphysically the idea that God is good, God is great, that all goodness, all greatness is from God and is divine, and that the Father is bountiful in goodness, greatness. Father or source of greatness. My Father is greatness. Thoughts of wholeness, bounty, enter into the significance of the meaning of his name. Let me see what sign this is. Where my astrology card at? Let's see what the... Because if this is from Aries to Virgo, this would be the physical body. If it has to do with Libra to Pisces, this is the spiritual body. So we'll see what's up. Again, this is a Six of Wands card. And here you have Yeshua the Messiah and his counterpart. But the roles have reversed because usually the masculine is the foundation. How is this in here? I am the bringer of grief, sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Pain, suffering, and guilt is the area of my expertise. I claim weeping, tears, and lamentations. Obey your master. Fuck out of here. In terms of slavery, we ain't doing that. And ask for prayers and supplications. When happy cards come at my right, then you shouldn't experience too much fright. The crossing of Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. It is a state of carrying the burden. Okay. So this could also be connected to what it is that you're learning about yourself in terms of your abilities and your strength through this process. Because you're able to resurrect from this. The resurrection of this, it speaks of when it comes to your chakras, this is the Kundalini energy going past your heart chakra. Okay. Anytime you have this type of Kundalini rising and it gets stuck here, is because everything else below that lacks understanding. Whatever is standing under the heart, you don't have a grasp of it just yet. Which means there's still lessons you have to go through to even claim you have understanding, and then to even more so have the understanding without having to claim so. Saturn. The part of you that accepts the challenge to gain wisdom. In what area? Pluto. In the area that has to do with the part of your personality that has the ability to transform, to take a big leap forward and rebirth. Seventh house came out in reverse. Polar opposite is the first house. So this has to do with confidence of your body. You're going through a lesson here that has to do with confidence of your body. You attracted someone who knows how to trigger that. But this person is someone from your past who still has yet to let go, because you could be someone who has an amazing body, but you don't know that about yourself. You look for this energy outside of you, for somebody to tell you that, yes, you do. You have this. This is you. Nah, all you got to do is look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that. Because I'm sitting here pulling cards. I went live on you on IG about twice. But I'm like, what is this? You know what? What planetary hour is this? Because if it's Mars, this is why I'm in my little warrior energy right now. If not, I'm still in it, regardless. But anyway, let me see. Where we at? Venus, core values, close enough. It's the polar opposite to it. Okay. So the divine masculine within you is highly protective at this time. Antares. That's where the fuck I come from. Now, let me tell you something right now. This is where the Galactic Council is. We don't play no games. We don't play Galactic Signature. So whoever you are and you're listening to this message, I'm going to tell you right now, do not allow anybody to distract you with their bullshit. Claiming they can do this and they can do that, or you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that, or if you're doing this, because listen, yes, it is a 7 year, it is a spiritual year, but you have your own lessons to encounter so that you can evolve. That's the fucking problem with humanity. Because you figured it out the way you figured out, you feel like that's only the way that somebody else is supposed to figure it out. No, you're a teacher, so you give somebody options. You present to them the energy that's surrounding them and allow them to decide, because motivation is internal, inspiration is external, but not everybody know that. Whoever you are, this is what's happening, so be mindful of that. You're pulling the 5D vision into the 3D. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Proverbs 29:16, when the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. You hear what I'm talking about? Let me see what the white dog talking about, because that's the galactic signature of the day as well. It's connected to Sirius energy. It's a white solar dog, the moon tone of the solar energy, which speaks of realizing intention and pulse. You can realize the intention of those around you based on the pulse you have. Pay attention. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up here for you. I'm getting real overprotective when it comes to my subscribers. And for those of you who are cross watchers, You got the right one. Just make sure you can handle yourself. Like I have to say, I ain't gotta do shit to you. You're gonna do it to yourself willingly. Red moon, the conscious self is the cosmic seed of awakened awareness. Consume it like a fruit. No, that's red moon. Something about that though. Let me see. We at the white solar dog energy. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Just had you up there. Mm, okay, there we go. The white dog, your conscious self, who you are and who you are becoming. Even if you're not the white dog, that's the galactic signature of the day. One of the gifts of the white dog is calling in and recognition of other companions of destiny. And that can mean so many different things, y'all. It could really be where you have to overcome a lesson, or where you've overcome the lesson, you can enjoy the reaping, the reaping, the sowing of what you reap, basically. Other beings with the same longing are waiting to meet and acknowledge you, beings who can see you as you authentically are. When you have truly been seen, you feel empowered, and remembrance of a shared sacred trust is ignited. This is a natural process, divinely designed for recognition through vibrational affinity, freed from personal expectations. White dog can be seen as an access point for developing relationship with guides, totems, allies, and guardians. There are many ways to work with these spiritual guides, including guided visualizations, shamanic journeys, and meditation. Wow, this makes sense. Because the white world bridger, which is actually my conscious self, is actually the higher self of the white dog conscious self. The white world bridger. In this lifetime, you're being asked to release and surrender. Surrender is the opposite of giving up. It is freeing yourself from desire to be in control, letting go of how you think things should be. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Once you get to a point where you realize this part of yourself and how divinely connected you are to source, you ain't got to do shit. People do it to themselves because you're a creator. Your words are spells. This is why I say pay attention and be mindful of the memes and posts that you're seeing from people who are spiritual leaders in their own right. And I mean their own rights on their own path, their own rite of passage, and what they decide to say based on where they're at currently energetically. Even if that means myself, if you're not at a point where you can understand what I'm not here for you to understand what I'm saying. That's not what the fuck this is for, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You're here to understand yourself, to question what you already know about yourself. As a projector, I'm only going to reflect back the energy that's presented to me during these live, whoever's going to watch this on the replay. I'm not here for nobody to believe the type of ability I have. I know my ability. You hear, you hear. You not, you not. Either way doesn't make a difference. What makes the difference to me is unconditional love. And however that is applied. Because that's also what wisdom is. It's applied knowledge. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see what else we got. We gonna have to take these because these like okay. So work and career, 6 months. Grab a message from the Orisha deck. Work career, 6 months. It's just hold on. Till Doomsday. Okay. That tea cold as ever. Well, it's like iced tea, but with no sugar. It's whatever. Highly transformative. This message that we're about to get from the Orisha deck, we're going to use that for the remainder of this message. We're not going to be long on here. It's highly transformative. It has to do with art, music, and writing. You could be an Aquarius, so like you may have certain placements in the 11th house, so you may have something transiting the 11th house right now. Pisces, you could be a Pisces rising. Turn into my little one. Hi, little one. Little Pisces. Hey, boo. So we got here. He heard me because I just spat a little bit. FOMO, writer, scientist, creative, mental energy. You may want to do an egg cleanse here in order for you to fully connect to what it is that you want to attract for you to be it. Divine intervention is at play because the chains have been broken. Let's go to the Orisha deck. This ain't the time for people who are novice at this spiritual energy to be playing around. Because when we're talking about cardology, it's a King of Swords, King of Spades energy. You can't manipulate someone who knows themselves. Like, what is... Okay. So here we go. Let me grab a card from the Orisha deck. Let me grab my crystals. I don't play about minds. Like, if you in here as a cross watcher, this is not the place you want to be. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's not even a warning or a threat. I'm gonna promise you that this ain't the place you. It's not. It's not the place you want to be as a cross watcher. And I mean cross watchers in terms of like lurking on my energy. Check that. Be mindful of what you're doing. Be very mindful of what you're doing. I got a whole Mars in Aries with a Venus in Scorpio. That's where this energy is coming from, and this is where the energy is brought to you by Mars in Aries and Venus in Scorpio. With the North Node in Pisces in the eighth house. You want to play? Let's play. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Saturn in Cap. You want to play? Let's play. Go through. All I'm going to do is show you a mirror and reflect it back to you. Fuck around and find out. Because one thing about me, I can't stand when people misuse their power. This is when you get the complete opposite side of me. I come from a bloodline where people are extremely strong spiritually who have come against their own blood. Think I'm worried about you? You don't know me. They know me. Slightly. Because if they knew better, they do better. But it's whatever. Fuck around and find out. Time against this string. Fuck around and find out. That's what it is, right? It says be known the vibes. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself trying to prove a point. Because if you're trying to prove something, that means you're presenting yourself towards the karmic board in the Galactic Federation, which you have no power. Because now you're being judged for what you've done. Your soul is, not your physical body. That has a time frame. I got too. It's just too much love over here. It's not too much. It ain't enough actually. So my strength on the opposite end of that gets just as strong as much as the love I want to receive and give. But me coming on this channel, cross watching about anybody on this channel. The Orisha deck said 3 of Wands. Because the Orishas are protecting this. And it's Ogun's day. You want to play? You really want to play on a Mars day? It's a lot of abundance, right? You see all these keys right here, and then these 3 torches. Come on now. And I opened the book right to the fire element, which is on page 183. That's also equivalent to a 12 or number 3. 12 having to do with Pisces, the unknown. Got the keys to the occult. You want to play? It came out upright, so it speaks of, it was just 2711. Income obtained as a result of cooperation and great effort. Power, nobility, and fortune. Influential people will cooperate and associate with you. This is what I'm saying. Don't come over here with the fuckery. Because behind the scenes for all it is to come forward, or best to believe, is being handled. And the handling I'm speaking of has a lot to do with, this is a message for some of you out there, because this is for whomever is looking at somebody wondering why they didn't get their karma yet. No. You need to step away from that mindset. Allow them to gain whatever it is that they're gaining, because the way Shango energy works is patient. It's not a Shango day, but that's also equivalent to Uranus, Aquarius energy. Unpredictable. Power, nobility, and fortune. Influential people will cooperate and associate with you. Freedom and autonomy in any undertaking. For the torches represent the power of your free will and the strength of your spirit. This is what I'm here for, to get you thinking in alignment to your heart space and connect those two so you can find your strength, align with you. It's not so much finding your strength, aligning with the strength you already have. And aligning with the strength that you already have would mean, disconnecting yourself from what no longer serves you so you can make room for that power. Feel me? 3 torches in the night form an equilateral triangle and illuminate a sack full of glittering gold ingots. It is as if they were escorting the wealth of these ingots, which shine not only because of their own nature, but also because of the light of the 3 torches, mind, body, and spirit, illuminated. It's all fun and games till you fuck around and find out and get sent that. People send that karma to themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do is just mind your business. Granted, I'm not that type of person where if somebody physically comes for you, you don't protect. No, protect yourself. Do what you got to do. But when you're connecting yourself to this high vibrational energy, that's not something you have to really focus on, because You will allow the divine power, your ancestors, your spirit guides to protect you in case an event of that type of magnitude. You know what I'm saying? And somebody with great power, the way it's turned around on you is you being accused for something you didn't even do. To the extent where you lose all freedom and you under somebody's system. The stronger you get along your journey, you're going to start to attract these type of energies because they know who you are. And I take that back to, you know, the wind is blowing because the trees or something around you begins to move, or you can feel the air go past you. But that's also an entity. That's also a being. But the mind is so blocked out in terms of the power of the elements. But the wiser you become along your journey, the more you start to realize how these things are just visible as you and I. The way you're looking at me right now on the screen is the same way these elements operate. They're within you. You know what I'm saying? That happens to you frequently. Because there'll be people that'll email you. There'll be people that'll email you. And the reason their Libras coming out in reverse has something to do with that. Their road is not open to do so. I know you be knowing. Yeah. Then you got the four, look, the 4 cups. But it's a whale out of its element, a fish out of the water. You know what I'm saying? It's shoot. These are both Monday energies, Monday type energies. Today's Tuesday. Something became clearer to you yesterday. The way this cross kept on coming out. What's the cross? Somebody's path is not opening to do whatever they're doing, and it's coming right back to them. Wow. It's like this. It showed itself like this. Well, it wanted to come upward. So it is definitely someone from your past that doesn't have access to your future right now, your present moment. Then you got the 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, and the 8 of Cups. The Kraken is being released on that ass. Floods. This is what I mean. I just saw someone drowning in their own emotions just now. That shit don't feel good. Somebody got ahead of themselves here. Somebody really got ahead of themselves here. They got the right one to teach them a lesson, but it's up to them to learn that lesson. They forced a teacher into their life, basically, because the teacher arrives when the student is ready. They forced this teacher to come into their lives, and then Ace of Cups here with the dolphin. But as speaking of a teacher, they forced a water goddess or water god entity to come into their life that what they're going to do is actually destroy them, unfortunately. Because the way that they control their own emotions, the energy within them is not fully intact yet. And this could affect work and career. Let me see what was the cards that came through. The chains have been broken. Yeah, they sit here messing with somebody who their chains have been broken. They're free. If those chains haven't been broken, it'll be a different story, where whatever it is that they're projecting towards you could actually work, because you don't know yourself yet, because there's still certain chains that you're connected to. But there's a tower moment that occurred that forced you to be what you wanted to attract, but you didn't realize this is something you were doing. And it happened in divine timing. So when this energy comes around, I want to sit here and play like a golem, where somebody sends someone towards you to distract you. They can't do it, because you realize who it is, and you realizing who it is and who the demon is, you can sit here and close off their fucking third eye by wiping that shit off their forehead, because their name is on the forehead. Just want to play. I don't want to laugh because this shit really ain't funny, but it is though. Because people find that shit funny until they realize, oh shit, she really wasn't the one to fuck with, or he wasn't the one to fuck with. Yeah, motherfucker, what you doing? It's the beginning of a whole new age, and look at the one card that's sitting here turned around. It's a 7 with a whole serpent on there. You're gifted. 17. Nobody knew this about you, not even yourself, until you experienced something that allowed you to want to check your natal chart, or check divine human design, or galactic signature, or look into angel numbers, or whatever the case may be, gematria. The moment you started doing that, the hell upon those people broke loose. And they find themselves wanting to use that too. So this could be people that wants to connect to you to even talk about these certain things. They may not even talk about it, but when you speak to them about what you know, they sound so intrigued, but they have ulterior motives. Until they realize those ulterior motives ain't no good for them. Get that ass whooped. This could be family. Tell me about this energy. This could be someone born in October. Letter Z is significant. Their name could start with a Z, first, middle, last, alias, nickname, whatever. Z. They could have fucked around and found out in October. And it had something to do with pity too. It's 10:13 right now. That's the 4 of Swords. July, the letter S and July. Tuesday, that's today. It's right here. What's here at the top? Number 8. It could be a life path 8. born in September. They could be born September 8th, July 8th, or October 8th. Initials S and Z could be significant. Whoever this is, they ain't getting on my fucking nerves because I ain't the one to test, but it would sound like that. Oh, Lord. It's like when they peep my gifts, they slide and asking me to give them a reading. Nah, that's why I tell people don't DM me. I tell people do not DM me. Here's my thing. The reason why it's so easy for me to disconnect from people, like if I'm using my DM, it's for people that I want to connect to personally. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I tell people don't DM me, because you're DMing about something that's actually something you should be emailing me about until I get to you. Because people still have this attachment issue that once they're able to DM you, they feel like they have this connection with you. And then on top of that, there's a lot of people scamming people on shit on IG, so you don't got to worry about that shit with me, because I'm not going to DM you about a reading. That's not what I don't even fucking do readings for everybody. I mean, I do now, but it depends. It depends. Because it's still a no for certain energies. It's still a no, depending on the way you read that email. So it depends. It really depends. It's like you gotta have your ways, your boundaries, basically, so you know who's who. The letter B is significant. Number 2B, or apartment 2B, June 2nd. Literally June 2nd, because that's number 2. Is it number 2? Yeah, it's number 2. 2B, B2. Something about that apartment. That's how I came across an apartment, 2B. Or a house number, whatever. Friday, Thursday, and the letter X. This could be an X. Sort of ex-roommate as well. Let me put these Orisha cards back. When you be out here, I be ready to fuck shit up. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's put y'all back. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Cause she's sitting here all y'all and shit on the front cover. Shorty sitting in my first house. I don't fuck around, find out. Okay. All right. XOXO gossip girl. Somebody like the gossip and shit. They better go read a book. Instead of fucking gossiping, go read a book. Go do some personal development work or something. Gossip about that. And at that point, you won't even be gossip. That's one thing about me. I can't stand people that gossip, because I'm going to make you feel bad about yourself. Well, I'm going to show you the effect of the cause as to what you're saying. But in their world, it's making them feel bad about themselves. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. It's like, did you do something about it, though? That's what you're telling me for. You ain't doing anything about what you're telling me for. Go handle that. You sitting here dealing with this, ain't here gossiping. Go handle that. Let me put y'all back because y'all making me nosy. Hold on. Let me see what these rooms talking about. High Priestess, the letter P, initiation. This is all part of your initiation to you becoming a High Priestess, though. And then you got the Moon card right up under that, the letter Z again. Easy peasy. This is easy. This is an easy task. Don't make it difficult. They people wouldn't want to make it difficult. Go get a book. Exactly. Welcome, Empress. 1111, baby. 610. Let me see what 610 is about. That's one thing my pops used to always say in the crib. You got to read, read, read. We could not stand that shit. But we read up anyway. Speaks of a flask anointed of oil. Fuck around and find out. I'm telling you. 610 Hebrew meaning speaks of a flask being anointed. You're the gifted one in what? It comes with a divine partnership. Nobody, they can't, this is not going to be stopped. 1128. That was a train. I haven't heard that in a minute. And it's 1019, which is 4 of swords. What's 1128? That's, wow. That's steel, but that's also speaking of movement. Obviously. Wait. I'm not tired. So who is this? Son of stabbing and officer of Solomon. 1128. These ain't the cards I need right now. Not these. Give me a second. A swordsman, King of Swords Aquarius, a commissary officer of King Solomon, the force of power of active belief in omnipresent supply. This belief pierces our thoughts of limitation and the belief that the end of things is at hand. It destroys the sly thoughts of lack and consciousness by the power of the true belief that it represents. The Bendeker belief establishes hope, lack of faith, or lower vibration of faith, strength, grace, and light. That the household of Solomon, the consciousness of peace and wisdom, Solomon means the consciousness of peace and wisdom may be sustained. Maybe, not definitely, maybe. This is somebody not learning a lesson. This is somebody not learning a lesson, fucking around with the cause and effect. Someone standing in their power. You could be a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. You could have this as a moon sign, and you can have a cardinal sign as a sun, mutable sign as a rising, or vice versa. You have all three in terms of sun, moon, rising. You have a cardinal sign, a fixed sign, a mutable sign when it comes to your top three, sun, moon, and rising, which means you know the cause and effect and the in between to bring forth the effect. This is what I mean, someone not to be fucked with when you got it in the top three. And if it's not specifically those signs, the degrees that you have connected to those signs in the sun, moon, and rising are connected to those three. Welcome, D. You could be a life path for 4 or born March 4th or 5th. This could be that person. This is a Pisces energy, though. That makes sense. Pisces can go that route. Backstabbing either physically or spiritually or mentally. They have that ability. They're connected to the unknown, and it can take you over the edge. And it's also the house that represents hidden enemies. Who is this? Show me what this is. Because I feel like it has something in connection to this masculine energy that entered your life. This is where amateurs, when it comes to the spiritual journey, get on my nerves. For people who are well versed and don't give a fuck, which means that they're an amateur still. It says, show me who this is. This is someone online that watches you online. Some of you may not even realize that there are certain celebrities that even watch you. Because they don't know themselves, they have some type of jealousy or envy towards you. They have everything they want in their life, but they see you with this type of ability because somebody watches you that they're connected to and so intrigued by you that they're sitting here with all this drama. So this is also a card of a millionaire or a billionaire. Once you're able to organize all of this chaos and bring order to it. Speaking of fixed signs, this is what I'm saying. This is the in between, the bridge that allows the cause and effect to actually be something. You could have an Italian background also. You may not even know this, but you could be someone who's of a different race and you connect to another race because this is also part of your bloodline. This is another reason why I'm not that type of reader or person or someone who's on social media talking about, types of businesses based off of your race. I get it, but this is also why people are still stuck to this day. Let all that shit go and you see how smooth your life gonna be. Because you can meet the most amazing person that's not a part of your culture, but they may have been a part of your culture in another lifetime. Capricorn energy is a time traveler. It's a traveler within the cosmos. As above, so below. Travel within the light and the dark. Do what you want to do, speak how you want to speak, but at the same time, realize the type of cycle you're repeating with that energy. If you're really someone who truly wants to experience unconditional love. Because most people will feel like people of my complexion or darker are ghetto. But some of the most prosperous people look like me or darker. You know what I'm saying? But what does that have to do with your ability? I'm not here to take nobody's side. I'm here to see your soul. Your soul ain't physical. And that's another thing too, with a lot of these spiritual leaders who like to talk about what women are wearing and this, that, or whatever. You want to wear your nails? Put your fucking nails on. You want to put your wig on? Put your fucking wig on. Because it's a spiritual energy that you're exuding. It got nothing to do with the physical. I mean, not to say it got nothing to do with the physical, but if you're really somebody that's really tapped into the spiritual, why the fuck you talking about what somebody got on that you can physically see? Make it make sense. I'm so sick of fucking people when it comes to that. So sick of it that I found a healing tool for it is to embrace all. Embrace all. And decide based on their actions and the verbiage that they use, not the way they look. Because again, you know the trees is surrounded by wind when they move. But you don't know if the trees are white, black, red, brown, purple, the wind that's blowing through it, what color it is. I mean, some may know, and you'll know when you realize that a lot of the energy is mixed together. When you mix all these gases together, it's darkness, including white. Like, damn, is in my feminine energy to enhance my beauty, hence enhancing self-love I already have, okay? That should irritate you, feel me? Yes, overstanding the physical. Physical should be just fun anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, people put on costumes and shit. Free yourself from mental slavery. I don't even feel like reading the cards right now because sources is just out here, just here. And this is what I mean about certain people with certain knowledge, and they have to be mindful in this celestial year. Everybody wants to paint some shit for their own benefit. But once you start to rise up above that, what up, Rise? Welcome. Once you rise above that, you really get to embrace unconditional love amongst all fucking people. There is more than likely other life on other planets, and this is why when people talk about themselves being on other planets and the way they sound, it's just like, did you really go there, or did you go within yourself, or part of yourself that you still don't know yet, and you feel like you went to Mars, or you feel like you went to Jupiter because of no. And don't worry about how young or how old somebody is. For all you know, I may not even be in my 30s. I'm not here to put that into your perception of it. Know yourself beyond the physical. Know yourself beyond the physical and align the two so you could be at peace, so you could be balanced within yourself. See, all this shit about who was here first and who, none of y'all motherfuckers know. How about that? The elements were here first. Y'all, I got nothing else to say. Neither the source, neither the spirit that flowed through me as me, the gods and goddesses at this moment. I love y'all. Do you have any questions? It's 10:33. 10:33 specifically means surrounded by divine guidance. And it was just 10031. I just tasted strawberry milk. Wow. That was my shit when I was a youngin'. I ain't gonna front. I love me some Sto Baby. That's what I used to call it, Sto Baby. Especially when you realize source literally is everything, demons and all. Each and every one of your signs within your own astrology has a demon connected to it that protects you. Each chakra has that. I ain't here to tell you what to do. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. I can tell you what the energy is and from experience on, some options and shit, but you do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. I hear people talking about the new year and what you're not supposed to do, and they're supposed to be spiritual. But if you really knew what the new year was and how these months are written, that's not till March. Make life real simple. This is why the educational system is so fucking screwed up. You've all learned that the last month of the year is December and the first is January, when it's really March. If we're really going with the flow of the season, especially if you live in this country of America, there's so many fruits available to you that's not even in fucking season. Start there. You're welcome, Ninja Bunny. You're welcome, all. Empress 1111, Tamia. Today is fuego for real. It's lit. It's gonna be lit. We let me tell you something. 10303 on the timer. Us over here, I just want us to be on a path where we can observe. We can be observers. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really look at shit for what it is. The way this honking be going off is man, it's beautiful. That's when I learned about my demons. I realized loving my shadow. That's the high priestess. The balance of the light and the dark for sure. And that's what that was protector when I needed most. If I ascended it, no telling how strong you can really be. And that's huge. Just with you saying no telling, it's basically it's not something that you can verbally express. It's something that you can actually see through actions. That's why dance is so beautiful. That's why people feel so empowered through music or through dance or through art. You know what I mean? It tells a story, but it's not verbal. And music has a lot to do with the rhythm. You know? So go shake your ass a little bit before you go to bed or something. I don't know. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.